Welcome to Matrix Unlocked number 5. Now, I would like to start this presentation as something of an apology in advance, because if, this is a big if I can confuse the AI so it doesn't know what subtitles to put up, maybe we'll get it to overload. And so if you lose your internet, I do apologise in advance, but I do take full credit for it because we need to crash this whole system and we need to be the ones doing the reset this time and take back the power that is rightfully ours and always has been ours. The evil side only works on a series of masks and deceptions, and it is only by fooling one group of people and turning them against another group in multiple ways and keeping us all arguing against each other and competing against each other rather than helping each other. This is why they encourage sports on television so much, because they want to reinforce at a subconscious level, even something that looks entertaining has an underlying message it is trying to reinforce. You then picking somebody to cheer on at the expense of the opposing side, you'll notice straight away the opposition in a game, whether it be football, tennis, whatever. You have two opposing teams, and notice that starts with a T. Oh, something else I forgot to mention when I talked about the grid of the 27 letters of the alphabet, and I said that the ampersand, which is a corruption of and per se, and it's been quietly dropped, so we only think we have 26 letters, but originally the ampersand was expressed as E-T. It is the final letter, and I think that tells you where they are all from, the origins of this alphabet and who brought it here. They are extraterrestrials. Now, I'm not saying that they're these so-called greys and something from outer space, because I don't think we can get out. I think we are in an enclosed system, a bit like a terrarium, really, a bottle garden, you could say. The correct term would be to say the Earth is 73% water level, regardless of the shape. That's irrelevant, because again, a lot of this flat Earth is controlled opposition mixed with the truth, because oh yes, they will play both sides, and because they have played such a hard and fast game with the globe model, it's a perfect divide and conquer. Remember the Masonic symbol of the compasses or dividers. It is showing you right there what they're doing. They see things in black and white, which is why cathedrals, churches and Masonic halls all have black and white squares. They don't see colour. They encourage us to see colour, of course. But then you become a Ra-cist. Ra is normally the name for the good side, because Ra is ray, as in ray of light, and you attach to that Ra a cyst and you get the word racist. You can see where that comes from now. There is a human race, and I do acknowledge that we are all different hues because we are human. But it is not a race of competing against each other. It is a race to find our way out of this deception and enslavement that we are kept under. That is what the real race is. It's not against each other. It's to try and be the first one to find the way out so everybody can come through. Everything on the spiritual side, if it is genuine, is not exclusive. It is not, oh, this group is better than that group, because again, it is divide and conquer. You have to stand back and see the bigger picture, because remember, the devil is always in the detail. I can take you into space quite easily. I'm not a Neil A or an A lying, an alien, a lying. artificial lion, name it whichever way you want, means all the same thing really. But the space is where I've taken you, where I have described this worldwide utopia we know as Tartaria or Tartary. That's where the space is. It's the limit of your imagination. Not everything is in three-dimensional. A lot of it is within the mind. You can conjure up pictures in your mind. We can all do that. It's called imagination. Image in, at, I, on. Because on is when you switch a light on, when the light comes on. It is also the old name of Heliopolis, city of the sun. So more interesting things there. And thank you to Holographic Universe for pointing out about ocular, O being ocular to do with the eyes, because you see, CC, as in occupation. So your ocular, your sight with these two eyes, oc, u, P is pi, oc, u, totally, at, I, on. They're keeping you occupied all the time. So you haven't got time to just being a human being. So you don't have time to think about things, because the last thing they want is people thinking about things and working out what's going on. Remember what George Carlin said. They want people smart enough to operate the machines, but not smart enough to work things out. Always good to keep all these things in mind, or be able to access them and look very closely at all the old sayings. They do reveal a truth, because they are old sayings, exactly that. But how old? From a different world than the one we have today? One where there was no such thing as war and famine and hunger? Because I think that is something that is worth working towards, no matter how crazy it might sound to anybody else. Yeah, I'm the ultimate conspiracy theorist, and I'm proud of it, because I question things. That doesn't mean I go along with every conspiracy, but I'm not going to be closed-minded and say, oh no, that's rubbish. I will look into things and see if it follows the same pattern as everything else, and if it doesn't conflict with the information I have, it's only going to confirm it. So it is always about being open-minded. What the ultimate truth is, let's all find out together. Thank you very much.